Welcome again to your biology class here at Meritnation. Hello all of you. Good evening, a very good evening to all of you. I'm absolutely fine. How are you all? I'm absolutely fine. People, how are you? Fine? Good. Actually, you should be good. Great. Okay. So, what's going on? Vacations must be at their peak. I'm fine, Siddharth. So, gone anywhere in the vacation for holidays? Yeah, Josh, what's the problem? No, nowhere. No, I can't see you. Going tomorrow. Oh, thanks, Akshay. Vacations haven't started yet for Devishu too. Okay. Rajesh, you just log out and log in again. Tell Rajesh to log out and log in again. Exams from first. Okay. Yeah, Josh, I actually told you because we are sometimes not able to, complete some part of the chapter in the class because of the, time constraint. So that is why you can't able to actually, do that or, just go with that question. So no problem. If you have any problem, you can ask that question and ask and answer. There is no problem. That's why we have an ask and answer for you. You understand that? Gang talk. Oh, great. I will also go in September maybe. Okay, I was also planning to go in September. So let's see what is going to happen. Divyam, when will I do digestion in small intestine? So what we are going to do, we have a doubt session, okay, at the end of every class, okay, or every chapter. Then in that doubt session, you will tell me what part is left. Okay, then I'll pick that part and let you teach you that portion. Okay, fine. Okay, if you're not able to help me, tell Sai to log out and log in again, or change your browser. Okay, or change the browser. Yeah, thank you. Chrome is best for live class, so tell them to just have the class in Chrome only. Okay, fine. Okay, so if we have chit chat a lot, so let's just start studying here. Yes, tell me. Okay, let's start with it. Respiration in plants and animals. Right? Okay, so I'm disabling the chat for all of you. So in between, if I have a question for all of you, then I'll open it again. Fine? Okay, great. So respiration in plants and animals. So we have discussed respiration before, but now today we are going to discuss how do respiration occurs in plants and animals and their breathing part only, not their inner mechanism. The respiration inner mechanism, that means glycolysis and all this thing we will study in a different chapter. But today we will see how they actually get the air and expel the air out of their body, right? So that today we are going to study. So respiration in plants and animals, let's begin it. So first of all, what is respiration? Okay, so I'm opening the chat for all of you and tell me what is respiration. Yes. So respiration is a combined process of inhalation of oxygen and oxidation of food with the help of that oxygen and getting energy and giving out carbon dioxide from the same mechanism, right? Okay, breaking down of food to get energy. Yeah, exactly. The oxidation of food to get energy, right? Absorbing oxygen from air. I think it's not very much correct to that. Okay, it's like getting oxygen inside your body. Then, with the help of that oxygen, you just do the oxidation of your food, and then change your food to get energy. Right? Okay. Yeah, we'll see to it what are its form. So there are types of respiration. That is your internal respiration and external respiration. So let me tell you what are these things. Okay. So internal and external respiration, right? So internal, first of all, we'll see what is external respiration. So in which you get O2 out, fine, and expel CO2, fine. So external respiration is your physical process. Is your physical process, and your internal respiration is your biochemical process. Right? What are these? What are these things? So physical process. First of all, external respiration. That means the respiration which is taking place, outside your body, means in your lungs, in your trachea, not inside your cell. Not saying outside your body, mean to say not inside your cells. Fine. That is your external respiration. So internal respiration is basically your cellular respiration. So that takes place inside the cell. The breakdown of food, the oxidation of food, fine, takes place inside the cell. That is your internal respiration. But your external respiration is nothing but your physiological respiration. Okay, in which your muscles, your diaphragm, your lungs, your nose, your trachea, everything helps in to just inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. Okay, so inhalation of oxygen, and that oxygen is reaching towards your blood. Okay, and from taking taking carbon dioxide from blood and just expel it out from your nose, that is your external respiration. Right, that is your external respiration. So if I can draw like this, if I can just tell you like this, so external respiration is nothing but taking O2 in and giving out CO2, okay, to the tissues, okay, to the tissues, that combinedly called external respiration. And internal respiration, here inside the tissues you have cells. Okay, inside the cell there is your glucose is breaking out, combining with O2 and giving you CO2 plus energy. Okay, this is your internal respiration. Right. So basically, external respiration, we call it also ventilation, because here nothing but your air is coming in and moving out. That's what happened in ventilation. So here air is coming in and moving out. Nothing is happening. No chemical reaction is basically happening in external respiration. Okay, understood everyone? Tell me. Understood? Any problem? Yes? Great. Great. Super. So let's move on to the next slide. How does respiration occurs in plants? Now, as for animals, we have nose, we have lungs, we have tissues. Okay, but in plants we do not have nose, or we do not have lungs. Okay. Now, how respiration occurs in plants? So there are three kinds of pores that are present in plants, or there are three ways by which, yeah, I know one is stomata, but there are three ways through which a plant can respire. Anyone tell me? One is stomata that I know. One is stomata. Which is the next one? Okay, Shreya saying roots. Exactly. And what? Yeah, and someone says lenticels. Okay, great, great. Exactly, lenticels. Absolutely right. So let's say one by one. Stomata. So we all know about stomata. Stomata are the pores through which gaseous exchange occurs in the plant. Do you understand gaseous exchange? Lenticels. Lenticels. Shares. Lenticels. Yeah, it's single S. Single L. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Mishit. You are absolutely right. So they are present in the epidermal layer or epidermis layer of the leaves and young stems, which are green. Young stems because they are green. Okay. Oxygen enters the plant while carbon dioxide leaves the plant through this pores. Okay, through this pore. Tell Akshay to log out. Opening and closing of stomata is influenced by entry and exit of water from guard cells. Okay. Opening and closing of stomata is influenced by the entry and exit of the water. Now, I want to tell you this. Your stomata is nothing but a hole made by a cell. You know, it's just a modification of a cell. You can see that a cell is normally like this. Okay, a cell is normally like this. Okay. Fine. So, it's just the change in the shape of the cell that it made a hole inside them. Okay. Yeah, what's your doubt, Mishit? What's all your doubt? Let me just complete here, then you'll ask your doubt. Or you want to ask me here? Just let's just ask here. Come on, quickly. What does magnesium do in this? Mishit, you can ask this question at the end of the class because right now we are discussing something else. Okay, fine. Right now we are discussing something else. So it's better be when I was when we have a concept class, when I'm teaching you something. Okay, not Ritika, don't be rude with anyone, please. Okay, so when we are teaching the concept, let it be at that moment. Okay, if you have any doubt from this part, you can ask me. Okay, rest questions you can ask me at the end of the class. Fine, I give you a lot of time at the end of the class. Okay, now a cell can be normally okay, this cell is normally is like normal cells look like this. Okay, good. Thanks, Mishit and Ritika, both of you. Okay, this normal cell look like this. Fine. And the modification, what we are talking about, stomata. So stomata is nothing but a pore. Stomata is nothing but a pore made by your guard cell. Not I'm writing yours. Made by guard cell. Okay. So what is happening here? This cell is being modified like your kidney shaped cell or your rajma. Okay. Your rajma. So it look like this. Okay, it look like this. So here what is people that is a very bad thing. You keep on chatting here. When I'm trying to tell you something, you keep on chatting here, and that's why I have to disable the chat. If you will little quiet, calm and listen to me. Your job is here only to listen. Okay. When I want you to chat, you please ask questions. Until then, don't ask questions. Otherwise, I have to just shut the chat down. Why it is? Why do we need that? Yeah, Aditya, you have raised hand. So see, what is the modification here? It's the change of the shape that actually made this hole here, and this hole is nothing but your stomata. Okay, why this shape? Because why this shape? Do you have some other shape also, Aditya, to make a hole in here? You want to draw like this? Now it is fine. There is an adaptation. Okay, a cell can be round. Normally a cell takes a round shape. Yeah, shoots. You can say shoots are young stems. You can say. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, and normally your cell takes a round shape. Okay, and you can see in monocots, if it is a dumbbell shape, it is also almost round or oval shape. You understand? It is almost round or oval shape. So that's how it can have a less force on their walls. Understand? That's why they want to take this kind of shape. Now, also, your opening and closing of your stomata wall is also responsible for intake and outtake of water. So when your water inside, okay, when your water is inside, so it become turgid, and it swallows. Fine. When it swallows, it opens the stomata. Fine. Understand? It opens the stomata, and when the water is out of the cell, okay, it becomes flaccid and it's closed. Understood? So that it will not burst out when water move inside the stomata, right? Okay. So what happens when you don't have much water inside your guard cells? It will remain like this. Okay, much water or it's remain like this. If we can just draw like this. Okay. Now when it has a lot of water inside it, now it becomes flaccid, and then make a hole inside. Fine. Yeah, when it loses water, it shrinks. Exactly. Yes, yeah, if you have a doubt, you can ask your doubt. Yeah, O2 comes from stomata. It's just opening and closing of stomata. It's just the opening and closing of stomata. Fine. Why do both the guard cells differ from each other during the entry of water? Vishit, I don't understand your question. You just write it once again, please. Does the cell wall prevent it from bursting? Yeah, exactly. Why the inner lining of cell? It's for bursting out, because water is moving inside. If the lining is not thick, it will burst the guard cell. Understand? It's by osmosis. It's in the leaf. Okay, fine. Yeah, Shadragya, it's dumbbell shaped for monocot, and your Rajma, your kidney bean shaped for your dicots. Okay. Okay, fine. Now your doubts are over. Fine. Sai, I told you the inner lining of guard cell is thick, because if water moves in, so that your cell will not burst. That's why the lining is thick. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. Now, let's just see. Now, somebody is asking about, so it is transpiration. Transpiration is a process in which your water vapors come out from this stomata. Fine. So when your water vapors come out from this stomata, right, then it is called transpiration. But opening and closing of stomata is very much different. Because sometimes your CO2 is also coming out. Sometimes your oxygen is going in. Okay. So when only your water vapors is coming out, it is called transpiration. Understand? Okay. Exactly. Water is lost from the upper surface of the leaf is called transpiration. Okay. And don't write water only, write water vapors, because water will not come out, water vapors will come out. Okay, understand? Yeah, because what written here, gaseous exchange. So water vapor is a gas. So from stomata, because it's a very minute, it's a if I'll say microscopic pore. So from where your droplets will, your liquid droplets will not come out, but your gases will come out. Fine, all right. No, dew is very much different from transpiration. Dew is not transpiration. I don't talk about turgid pressure, but turgid. So turgid is normally making your cell swallow, okay, or swell, not swallow, swell, okay. So when your turgid pressure apply, what I'll say, your cell actually swallow. So what happens when your water moves inside, okay, it makes a force on the walls of the cell, so that it makes swallow. Fine. All right. Okay, thank you. So let's move on to the next slide. So stomata is clear to all of you? Okay, great, super. So let's move on to the next slide. Respiration in plants through roots. Okay. It's kidney shaped. It's your Rajma shape, whatever you want to say. Respiration plants through roots. Okay. Now the roots, what inside is here that it helps to trap in water. Okay, can someone answer the Mishit, you are a boy or a girl? Tell me first. Okay, great. So, can anyone give what Mishit is asking? My mom told you how water is by osmosis. No, don't Google it. If anyone knows it, then tell me. That, or otherwise, I'll have to tell them. Yeah, endosmosis. So there is a concentration gradient. There is a concentration different. Okay, there is a concentration different in your in the guard cells as well as the surrounding. So when the concentration is different, when your guard cell is low in concentration and outside is high, your water will move in. Right? Exactly. These people are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Fine. All right. Fine. So now every doubt is clear. Everything is clear. High to low. Exactly. Great. Now the respiration in roots. The roots of plant also respire. They take oxygen from the air spaces present in the soil by the process of diffusion. Now there is no osmosis here, but there is diffusion. So what happens? Your air bubble actually diffuses inside your root hairs, because air bubble are also microscopic. Your gaps in between the cells, they just go inside this gap and reaches the cell, or what I say, the spaces between the cell. Okay, the space between the cell, it just goes inside the space. Fine, all right. Which process, Kshatriya? Not only leaves, but can be present in some green stems also. Okay, fine. Green stems also. Fine. Okay, great. Yeah, intercellular space of cells. All right. So oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is moved out with the help of diffusion only. Okay, the help of diffusion only, and diffusion is a normal process. It's a passive process. So there is no need of energy here. So it's a passive process. In the older roots, the exchange of gases occurs by lenticels, because that will become, your older roots become what I'll say, some kind of woody. Okay. It's some kind of woody. So their lenticels will help them to take the oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. In plant that grow in mangroves or saline swamp, the roots is modified to pneumatophores that I'll talk about. Do you know about pneumatophores? Exactly, swamps and marshes. No? Haven't you seen pneumatophores? So what happened? Let me tell you. Yeah, exactly, aerial roots. So what happened? You know, when or marshy places, this whole part is occupied by water. Okay. So plant is not able to respire normally. Okay. Plant is not able to respire normally, or it's there only water, so they cannot be able to get the air. So what they do, there is a modification of roots in which roots will move out from the land. Okay. And there are small pores in here. Okay, there are small pores in here by which it can respire. So your root is coming out of your soil. It's called negative geotropism. It's called negative geotropism. It's your tap roots. It's your tap roots. Yeah, in mangrove and deltic regions. Exactly, Josh, you're absolutely right. Okay, Richa, lenticels, there I am going to tell you later in the class. Don't worry. Fine. Yeah, Mahim, you can ask doubt. Okay, so it's called pneumatophores. So pneumato means air. You know pneumonia? You know about pneumonia? So it's some lung diseases. Okay, it's your respiratory diseases. So it's also because of this word. Pneumo means air. So that's why pneumatophores means those structure which helps in getting air. Fine. Aerial roots. Exactly. Yeah, Mahim, you can ask doubt. Mangrove plants. Mangrove plants is the example. Where are lenticels placed? I'll tell you where are they placed. Just give me a second. Okay, so it is clear. Negative geotropism. So geotropism is movement towards the ground. Geo means the ground, tropism means movement. So it is movement towards the ground. If something is moving, like your roots move towards the ground, so it's called positive geotropism. But here move away from the ground. You see, moves away from the ground. That's why we are saying it negative geotropism. Okay, fine. All right, it's clear now. Okay, great. So let's move on to the next topic. That is your respiration plants through stems, and that is through your lenticels. Okay, that is through your lenticels. So what happens? You have seen stems. They are very okay. So how can they respire? You know how they can respire through that woody part. So they are small, what I'll say, spores or small holes in the wood, in the stem. These small holes are called lenticels, which you can see here. Fine. Amitesh, you just go and see a woody plant. You can find out small holes in there. Okay, holes in there. That holes is nothing but your lenticels. Nishit, what about sunflower? What you want to ask? I don't understand. What about sunflower means? In some trees, the trunk, there are small openings called lenticels. Okay, gaseous exchange takes place in the bark through lenticels. Lenticels look like scars on bark. It's like a scars on a bark. Fine. Is it strong or weak? It's just an opening. It's just a hole, not strong or weak. It's phototropism. For sunflower, it's phototropism, Nishit. Right. uh, bark a form of excretion by plants? Excretion, why you say is excretion? Lenticel is an opening in the woody plant. It's a hole in the woody plant. Okay, it's a hole in the wood. It's the hole in the bark through which your plant can respire. It takes O2 and give out carbon dioxide. Okay, fine. It's nothing so great. It's just like you have leaf, your stomata in the leaves. That's the same way. On stem you have lenticels. Okay, but they are microscopic. Your stomata are microscopic. They can be macroscopic. You can see your lenticels on the bark. Understand? Okay, fine. What you didn't understand in lenticel, Ritika? Tell me. Exactly, Sandra. Yes, they should do. They are macroscopic. You can see it. Subrin is present. Is Subrin is present all over the stem? Amitesh? Okay. Yeah, it is so in case for banyan tree also. Okay, fine. It is clear to all of you. Stem of lotus is woody. Does lotus stem is woody? Then how it can happen in stem if your lotus stem is somewhat very green? Okay, so its normal stomata is present. Fine. Okay, so I'm moving on. Everyone, I'm moving on. Okay, great. The difference between stomata and lenticels. Here it is. Stomata are usually present on the leaves and some young stems. Lenticels are present on the bark of tree and some old roots. Major transpiration, loss of water, occurs from the stomata. Transpiration through lenticels is very, very less. Guard cells are present in the stomata. Guard cells are not present in the lenticel. So your lenticel remains always open. Fine. So it is always open, or it is controllable. Fine. It is controllable. Riksha, yes, they are permissible to gases. That's why oxygen and CO2 can go inside and go outside. Okay, that's why it is an organ for respiration, right? Yes, they are woody and there is a hole in between them. That's what is being here. Okay, there is some hole in between so that the gases can diffuse inside them. Shatrugya, you can just take the screenshot of this slide. No need to write it down. Okay. Now, how does respiration occur in animals? Now, the plant respiration in plant we have discussed. Now, respiration in animals. Now, tell me what are the different kinds of respiration that is present in animals? Yeah, Rashmi, take the print screen. You have on your keyboard print screen. So you just tap the print screen or press the print screen and just copy it in your PC. Fine. Not aerobic, anaerobic, but in plants there are different parts which can do respiration, like your roots, like your leaf, like your stem. In animals there are different parts. There are different organs that can do respiration. I want that. Yeah, one is lungs, gills, and no problem, Rashmi. Skin, exactly. So lung is called pulmonary respiration. Okay. Gills is called bronchial respiration. And skin is called cutaneous respiration. Fine. Okay. Cutaneous respiration. Understand? No, it's not about humans. It's about animals. Okay, it's about animals. Right? Okay, great. So what is your doubt, Shreyas? Cockroaches respire through skin. No. They have a special organ for it. I told you, cutaneous is for skin. Gills is for bronchiole. Lungs is for pulmonary. Okay. One is lungs is for pulmonary. Okay, fine. Trachea for cockroach. Yeah, absolutely. Or spiracles for cockroach. Your normal trachea is fine. These are the types of respiration according to organ. Okay, fine. Yeah, they can show cutaneous respiration. Josh, always open. Then how less transpiration in there? Your water vapors doesn't come out. It's only the transfer of. It's only the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Nothing else. Okay, fine. So let's move on. We respire through lungs, so that's our pulmonary circulation. So we are having only pulmonary circulation, right? Okay. It's cutaneous respiration. Okay, fine. So in which our lungs help to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Fine. Do all organisms respire through lungs only? No, we know that some respire from gills, some respire from skin, and some respire from tracheas also. And there are a whole lot of different organs that actually help respiration that you are going to study in 11th class when you will study diversity of animals. Okay, fine. Amoeba is by diffusion, Aditya. Okay, so here it is that I have wrote down. Skin is your cutaneous. Gills is your bronchiole, and trach for your cockroaches. Fine. Okay, great. Gills. Pulmonary is also what your medical term for lungs. Okay, pulmonary is your medical term for lungs. Like skin, the medical term is for cutaneous. Okay, fine. Frog displaces two types of displaces. Displaces, why displaces? Eat-eater, no, I'm not eat-eater. I'm not eat-eater. Eat-eater may be a student only. So what's your name, eat-eater? People want to know. Tell us your name, so that they'll call you by your name only. Come on. Ask politely, guys. Gorang. Okay, fine. So here it is. E-tutor's name is Gorang. Fine, alright. No problem, no problem. Gorang, did I say anything? It's fine, you are helping me also. No problem. People think that you are a teacher, so they just talk to you very nicely. Fine. Okay, I can write in chat box like this. So what is written there? Okay. E-tutor 1. Okay, I'm first e-tutor. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's just move into gills. So what are gills? So fish and many other aquatic animals respire through gills that we know. So gills, after when we develop into respiration, or when we go from unicellular to multicellular organism, after respiring through your skin, we have developed, then your animals developed an organ specially for exchange of gases, that is your gills. Okay, so gills is one of the very first organs that developed for just exchange of gases, right? Okay, fine. Okay, so gills are highly folded. Gills have a rich supply of blood and a hard bony flap called operculum. So operculum is not always present in every fish. They are only present in bony fishes. They are only present in bony fishes. They are not present in every fish. Covers and protects the gills in most fishes. Okay, operculum is nothing but a covering on the gills. So you can see here it is a covering on the gills. That is only present in bony fishes. You will not see this operculum in shark. You have seen shark? You can see shark having gill slits only. Yeah, this is a bony fish. So shark is not your bony fish. Okay, that's why you do not have operculum on sharks. Fine. It's protect. What is written here? It protects the gills. Okay, and sometimes close it so that a lot of water will not go, come out from your gills. Fine. All right. It's very it's very hard to type and say also. So it's better I'll answer through my voice only. Okay, it's better. Fine. Shark, the endoskeleton of shark is cartilage only, not bone. Fine. What are gills attached to after folding? What do you mean by this? To after folding means I didn't understand. Shark teeth. Your teeth is bony? No. Shark teeth is also not bony. What are they attached to? They are attached to your normal body, means what after gills? I'm not understanding your questions, guys. Means what after gills? Who is after gills? Cut it down and just see its bone. Fine, Josh. How do open and close? In her body. Yeah, that I'm going to tell you, Dokshuto, no problem. What from it protects? Guys, what are you writing actually? I'm not understanding. If you have this doubt, you ask and answer, not to waste time here. Fine. So I'll just tell you what is gills here, okay, and how gills work actually. So now here. So what happens when you see inside the gills? Okay, when you see inside the gills, it's like there are there are pipes like here, in which air come. Okay, in which air come. Okay, and they are also lined by let me take this red pen if it, they can easily be, changed. Just a second. I'm not able to change the color of my pen, so I'm just trying to change it, but no, it is not changing. Fine, but I have to change it. Let me just take this. Okay, fine, and then they are lined by, it's not good. Okay, actually the color of pen is not changing. That's the problem. Otherwise I have changed it. So it's like there are two counter pipes. Okay, it's like there are two counter pipes in which one is having air supply, okay, and another one is having your blood supply. Fine. Now people, I'm explaining things. Now if you don't just concentrate here, then don't ask me to, sir, just explain once again, because I'm explaining and we are talking keep on with one another. It's really bad. So what I was telling you that this portion is air. So there is a counter current mechanism. We call it counter current. So when your blood and your air is going, opposite side, so what happens? Some air will diffuse into your blood, okay, and some and some air also diffuses out of blood, right? It diffuses out of blood, right? That's how your what I'll say, your gases are exchanged in the gills, right? Understand? That's how your gases exchange in the gills. Fine? Okay. So, counter current is that one is moving opposite side, means your blood is moving this side and your air is moving this side. Okay, so there is counter current. Okay, I've given you enough freedom to write anything on chat. Otherwise, from next time onwards, I just keep this chat shut only. I'll only take the doubts and then shut it down. Okay. So now, because you people don't take things seriously. If I open it, you're just talking with each other and doing whatever you want to do. So it's better be closed. So oxygen, that means your water is going inside mouth of the fish, and then there is, you can see there is flap-like structures. Okay, this flap-like structures you can see. So actually your water will moving like this and your blood will moving like this. Fine, inside the gills. So this is how your blood is, or your air is actually exchanged between the blood, right? This is how the mechanism of gaseous exchange occurs in gills. Now tell me, seen fishes opening and closing their mouth continuously. Why they do so? Okay, why they do so? Tell me. To take in water. Exactly, to take in water. Fine. So they take water inside, okay, and the dissolved water, then the oxygen goes inside the gills and exchange with the blood, right? Okay, great, thank you. Next is your cockroach. Basically, cockroach is the best example of having, trachea. So if I'll tell you in just one line what is how it occurs in trachea. So basically you have a spiracle. Spiracle is nothing but an opening. Okay, and then you have trachea here. and trachea just divide into, you know, a lot of tracheoles. These tracheoles have fluid moving at the end. Okay, at its end there is body fluid. Now, what is happening in case of cockroach? The air directly moves from enters spiracles and move from trachea and reaches tracheoles to dissolve inside the body fluids. Now, this body fluids travel inside the body, okay, and give oxygen and take carbon dioxide from the body itself, right? Understand? So there is nothing very special in here, but yes, it's a very old, very primitive type of respiration. It occurs in cockroaches, okay. Insects have all small opening called spiracles on the lateral side of their body. That means lateral, if this is the body, okay, these are the lateral sides, fine, these are the lateral sides. The spiracles are connected to a network of tubes called trachea that I told you, which are present all over the body. So everything is moving like here, air moves like here, and at the end there are body fluids which take this air to all parts of body. Oxygen rich air enters the body through spiracles. Now you can see here in this diagram, this spiracles, this oxygen is moving inside here, oxygen is moving inside and reaches to body fluid. This body fluid will take all the oxygen to the rest of the parts. Same as that, this oxygen will take back, this body fluid will take back CO2 and it just just expel it out of the trachea or spiracle. That is gaseous exchange through trachea. Now tell me, it is fine? I'll ask through poll only. Yes. Okay. Tell me. Okay, fine. Getting a lot of votes. Quickly. Yeah, quickly give your votes. Come on. Okay, fine. I got a lot of votes, just sharing with you. So everyone has understood very nicely. Thank you. Let's move on to the next slide. That is gaseous exchange through skin. Your skin works as a respiratory organ. So that actually helps in, normally what happen in your lungs. So your lungs also having skin. Okay, that skin is called as alveoli. Okay, that So at the end of the lungs, it's a very, end part, a bulb like a sac-like structure. It is nothing but a skin, but a layer of tissue. Fine. Through which your gaseous exchange takes place. The same way in many organism, the exchange of gases takes place from the skin only. From the skin only. But the skin are moist. So first of all, what happened? So what happened that this is the skin, okay, and there is some fluid like mucus, okay, or any fluid which is present at the surface of the skin, right? That's why there are some, like, take the example of earthworm. Earthworm has cutaneous respiration, means skin respiration. So that earthworm is kind of sleek. It's kind of mucus present on them. It's kind of wet. Okay. So first of all, what happened? Your oxygen dissolved here in this mucus layer. Okay. Your oxygen dissolved in this mucus layer, and with the help of they have very thin skin. So from this thin air, this O2 will move inside the body of earthworm. And with the help of fluid, which is there inside them, okay, and sometimes hemoglobin also, which is present in earthworm, in case of earthworm, okay, they will just transport this oxygen all around the body. Same as the case, this CO2 will come out and just be in the CO2 will go inside the mucus layer. Okay, that mucus layer, and from this mucus layer it will go outside into the air. Fine. So this is called cutaneous respiration. So your slimy layer actually helps in the absorption of oxygen from or carbon dioxide from your normal environment, right? So in earthworm, respiration occurs through surface of their skin. The skin of an earthworm is moist and slimy. Okay, that's why they are moist and slimy. Gases directly diffuse into its tissue through the skin, right? Okay, fine. So which you can see here, there are this thing, so CO2 can come out and O2 will move in. Okay. Fine, great. So next question is this. Why does an earthworm die in hot environmental condition? Is the color of blood in cockroach colorless? Yeah, so any answer for this? Why does an earthworm die in hot environmental condition? Exactly, because the layer, the watery layer outside the earthworm, okay, it dries, so it cannot able to respire. Okay. Om, yes, I have got your question. You don't have to post it again and again, and hurry also. I have acknowledged your question. I'll give your answer. Don't worry. Okay, fine. What I was talking about, skin dries actually, right? Then an organism have more than one mode of respiration? Or can an organism have more than one mode of respiration? Who? Frog. And what are the mode of respiration in frogs? Can anyone tell me? What are their modes of respiration in their frogs? In the frogs? Yes, quickly. Okay. Lungs, gills, only lungs and gills. Lungs, gills, and skin. I'll not take skin, but there is a special skin in there. There is a special part of skin where it happens. What is that part? Is called? Okay, let's see. They have a special part that is called buccopharyngeal. Cutaneous is fine, skin. Okay, pulmonary is your lungs. Okay, and buccopharyngeal, it's a part. It's like a neck of frog from where it can do respiration also. So buccopharyngeal is nothing but a but your part of neck. Fine. Here it's this part which works as a respiratory organ. Fine. Yeah, I've just said it. Buccal cavity. Bucco comes from buccal cavity, and pharyngeal means pharynx. Okay, so in our body, our buccal cavity and pharynx are very much different, but in there they are very much fused. So you can see this neck portion as your buccopharyngeal cavity. Fine. All right. Okay, people. Mouth. No, your mouth have buccal cavity. Your mouth has buccal cavity. So if you see in humans, so humans have this mouth. Let's say it's the lips. Okay, it's the thick lips. Fine. And there is a teeth in there. This is teeth. Fine. The area having the tongue here. Okay, the area having the tongue here. Okay, so your tongue, side portions are your teeth. Okay, and the above heart palate, which is we call palate, the roof of the mouth. Okay, all this area constitute buccal cavity, right? All this area constitute buccal cavity. Yeah, Om, your answer actually, let me give your answer. Your answer is your cockroach blood is red. Okay, due to the presence of hemoglobin that I told you. Okay, if hemoglobin is present, that means your blood is red. Fine. You asked question for homework last time. Okay, what is that question? Yeah, blue baby syndrome, blue blood syndrome. No, not blue baby syndrome. Exactly. I asked this question. No, no problem. Okay. Sandra, log out and log in. Exactly. So your frog can respire through lungs. Okay, when it is in the land portion, it respires through your skin when it is in water. Fine, understand? Exactly. No, it doesn't play any role in circus is there for reproduction only. Circus is there for reproduction of anything else. Okay, so this is last for you. So any doubts now? You can ask me. So 1 hour is over. No problem. Now, can I have your doubts? Okay, let me see Om's replies. Posting again. So Google tells that cockroach blood is not red because they do not use hemoglobin to carry oxygen, and oxygen remove carbon dioxide from the tissue as a result of their fat. Okay, so your Google says that. Fine. Difference between fermentation and anaerobic respiration. Yeah, this is also a question. Absolutely right. How does operculum function? Operculum is like opening and closing. It's like shutter. Okay, so it opens and closes down. It's open and closes down. So when the fish is moving, so it remains closed down like this. Fine. When the frog do, it's normally in hibernation and estivation. When the frog will be there in hibernation, okay, they'll do by buccopharyngeal respiration. Fine. If we breathe pure oxygen, there are lungs burn. Renani, for burning anything, you need what I'll say, you need a spark, and your lungs is not like dragon's lung. Okay, so you don't need to worry about if you have your normal. Exactly. Fine. So I think that's for you. Actually, I've given you homework about fermentation and anaerobic respiration and blue baby syndrome. So it will remain your homework until and unless you'll find it out. Okay, you'll find out for me and then give you the answers. Okay. Exactly, the hole in the heart. No, I have other classes also. Okay, so if you don't have doubts, okay, some other day I'll chat with you. Fine. So till now, if you don't have any doubts related to this topic, okay, then I'll chat with you some other day when I'll be free. Okay. Till then, I think I'll take a bye-bye from all of you. Fine. Okay. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.